Hola, ¿cómo están? Bienvenidos otra vez a mi canal. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I decided to do a home tour. I recently posted a blog post on blankitinarary.com and a lot of you guys wanted to see everything kind of up close. I received tons of feedback, everyone loved it. So I decided to go more into detail and actually show you on video because I feel like you can just capture everything a little bit better. You can see the textures of everything. I can explain kind of like my inspiration behind it. So if you're interested in seeing my living room and family room, keep watching. First I'm going to start off with the living room, which is the room I'm in now. My favorite piece, or one of my favorite pieces, it's really hard to choose my favorite, is my coffee table. I got it from West Elm. I got it about a year ago, and now it's really funny because I have all the safety proof on the edges because it is glass, and I know that having glass with a baby isn't the smartest thing, but I purchased this coffee table before I knew I was pregnant, so now I'm trying to manage. I really love the mid-century look on it. I love how it has that wood with the glass and that brass detail. So when decorating my coffee table, I wanted to stick to the same colors. I feel like it's always easier. So to bring out the brass details of the coffee table, I put the white and gold planter, the gold bowl that I got. So then I found a really cute tray. It's a bone tray from Lulu in Georgia, and I love the combination of black and white. It gave it just that like glamorous touch to the mid-century look. And then I finished the whole coffee table with some really cute coffee books. I feel like you always need some really nice books depending on what you love, whether it's art, fashion. Just buy a couple books, it's always nice to have it, and I feel like it ties everything in together. Next up, I'm going to talk about my hanging chair. I really love this corner of the house, even more now with Enzo. I feel like it's a great place where I can soothe him and he goes to sleep. He loves it. It is from the brand Justina Blackeny. I got it on Lulu in Georgia as well. And it's really funny because at my old house, I had another hanging chair and it was kind of smaller. It wasn't as comfortable. So when buying this one, I really wanted to get something where I knew that was going to be comfortable, but also obviously decor and like Pinterest friendly and Instagram friendly. So I am really happy with this purchase. I'll go ahead and link it below. I've always been a fan of white, neutral, cream, whatever you want to call it, sofas. I love them. I feel like it just gives out like such a fresh and clean vibe. I know it's really difficult when you have babies, but this isn't really a room where we spend most of our time. It's more kind of like the first room of the house, and it's kind of like the greeting area where we're with friends, or if I have like a meeting. So definitely I wanted to make my dream come true and buy a white sofa, and as you can tell, it's more of like an ivory, so it's better than just like a clear white, just because I feel like it can have some wear and tear and you won't be able to tell as much. I went ahead and decorated it with pillows of the same tone, and then I tied in the coffee table next to the sofa with my coffee table in front of the sofa with the same kind of gold, brass detailing, which leads me to greens. I love plants in houses. It's difficult, I'm gonna say. Obviously it's easier to just get fake plants, but I mean, plants have so many good benefits of having them. It's worth, you know, having to water them and taking care of them. And plus there's so many nice house plants that you can buy that they're meant to be inside. It just adds really nice vibes to the whole house. I have another one, which I forget the name of the plant, to be honest, but it's really nice. And that was actually one of the first plants that Hector and I bought in our first apartment, and it's still with us, so I feel like it has just good memories. Last but not least, I'm going to talk about my fireplace. To be honest, I'm not completely in love with the blue, but the house came like that, and right now we're just gonna leave it like that. When I decorated the whole room, I wanted to stick to clears and neutrals and obviously add in a little bit of wood so that it would go with our wood floors. But I also wanted to not put in any type of blues so that it wouldn't make the fireplace kind of stand out. And I think that's kind of what you have to think about when you're decorating a room. It's like, what colors do you want to stand out, which ones you don't? And you basically stick to that. So as you can tell, I have a lot of whites in here, a lot of ivories. Moving on to my bar cart. Again, I feel like there's so many inspo behind how to decorate a bar cart, but at the end of the day, what you need is for it to be functional. Especially when you have friends around, you're not going to be wanting to you want something to look pretty, but at the same time, you're going to be using it. So what I did was I basically put all of our favorite alcohol and beverages on top, and then on the bottom, I have like a decanter, another couple of books, and to mix the drinks. At the end of the day, you just need something that's functional and it looks good. So I went with this design and this decor, and I'm really happy with it. Now I'm gonna move on to my family room, which is a room where we spend most of our time when we're here at the house watching either TV or Enzo's just playing around over there. So you're gonna notice a little bit of the difference in choices, even from coffee tables to the sofa, something that can have a little bit more wear and tear in it. Something that I love in between these two rooms are these really big doors. They're originals. They've been here for years. This house is super old, and I'm really happy that the owners kept these details. First off, I'm going to talk about my sofa. So, funny story, when I bought this sofa, or when I was searching the market for a sofa, Hector told me, I don't care what color it is, I don't care what type it is, as long as it's comfy. It's the family room, it's where I play. He's a gamer, so he's constantly playing his video games. It's something where I just want to be able to get home and be able to sleep on the sofa. And at the end of the day, you want something that's comfortable, And now there's so many sofas on the market that have both things. So I bought this when I found it on West Elm, and I really liked the color. It's like a bluish gray. I felt like gray was going to maybe make everything a little bit too dull, so I really like that little shade of blue that it has. It tied in very nicely with my wool rug that I also got from West Elm. It was one of the first things we bought. Now it just fit perfectly with the family room. As you can tell, my whole house has hardwood floors, but for the family room especially, because we do live next to the beach and it can get cold, I wanted something to add an extra touch of comfiness and coziness, so we went with that. As for the coffee table, I think it literally cost me $70. I knew that we were planning to have a family soon, so I wanted a coffee table that just something that if something happened to it, that I could replace it. I really like that it has that white top. Again, giving that just clean, fresh kind of style. Adding on to the fact that it is our family room and we spend so much time there, and Enzo is now crawling and standing up. You can tell that it's very minimalistic when it comes to what's on my coffee table. Going on to my two pink velvet beautiful chairs. I purchased them before we moved into this house, and of course I needed to find a place for them. So I decided that in the family room it does add a little bit of chicness and glam to a comfy room. And to be honest, they're so nice and so elegant, but they're so comfortable. So it's really cool because when family and friends come over, that's the point, you want them to be comfortable, and I'm really happy that I was able to tie it in the family room. Finishing it up quickly, I just want to talk about the media console and how it's very similar to the coffee table. It has the same colors. I don't know if it's the same brand. I know both of them are from Wayfair, but I really like that they have the same color, and it matches ironically to my hardwood floors. And last but not least, one of my favorite pieces in this room is my tapestry. I got it through this girl called Renata Stone, and she is on Instagram, and I DM'd her, and her lead time was I think 6 to 7 weeks, but she had this tapestry that was supposed to go to another client, but there was, I don't know what happened, that she just had it there, and she was like, hey, I'll sell it to you for half the price, you want it? And it ended up being the perfect size for my family room, and I literally got it in like 3 days. So it was meant to be, and I just love the detailing of it. She really is like one of the best ones that I found. And it's just one of those items that you know that maybe, you know, if I ever get tired of it in my family room, or if we eventually move houses and it doesn't fit in my family room, I can definitely find another place for it in my house. So this concludes my living room slash family room home decor reveal. That's a mouthful, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If I can give you any tips on home decor, I know it's really hard because you see so much Pinterest inspiration, and you see it on Pinterest and you're like, oh, I can do that, and then you do it at your house and it's like, this looks nothing like it. I used a service called Havenly, and it's not, this video is not sponsored by them in any way, but I'm genuinely telling you that I used their service and I really loved it. And basically what they do is that you give them like the measurements of the room, they you tell them kind of your style, and what they do is that they render the whole space and kind of put everything, it's like they're like your interior designers at like less than $100. It's crazy, like it's such a good program, and I recommend it. I'll leave the link below if you guys want to check it out. They really did help me bring like my ideas to life, because as I mentioned earlier, I love home decor. I love obviously going into a house and like having it look so nice, but it's really hard to actually be good at it, you know? And why not just get ideas and get tips on people that are experts on it? So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got some ideas for your own place. I will put a couple of my favorite brands to shop for home decor products on the links below. And if you have any, you know, questions or any doubts on like if you saw something in this video and I didn't link it, definitely put it on the comments below and I will tell you where it's from. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.